Rhino's here with us, mate. What you here to say, bro?
Yeah, man. It's a funny game. It's a funny game, man. I feel like the start of the game was very, very concerning for me, man. We were just getting bopped from left to right. They were overloading our right side and overloading their left side, and the game just looked scary. And my biggest worry was the fact that Southampton doing this. This team hasn't won since they've started the league. So I was thinking, damn, typical Man United. Here we go again. But, I have to give praise to the team for the character to kind of, from the Onana save, the momentum, changed. If that goal went in, that could have been a different game. So the fact that Onana made that save and the team kind of built some resilience and, took their chances, you can say there was elements of decent play. You can also say that maybe the goals were kind of individuals into a degree. We scored from the set piece. Dilit's header was a great header. Um, Rashford's goal was nice as well. That nice bottom corner, keeper can't see it. So the players did take their chances. And for me, it's just about, can we progress from this? It's good to see Ahmad started as well. It's the team played decent in spells, but I'm always going to go back to the fact of Southampton. Yes, we need to beat who's in front of us, but I just need to see consistency before I start to kind of get more, positive. And at the end of the day, I'm taking the win. I'm happy we won. You get me? But yeah, the consistency is going to be very important. But there's definitely a lot of spells in this game that were bright moments, and there was a lot of concerns. The concerns we can work on them, but I just hope Ten Hag just keeps up consistency. I'm hoping so.
No, but KJ, we can. I'll get your question. I think we can. And I'd love to throw this to Michael first. We can. For me, it's just where we structure ourselves out of possession. We leave too many. For me, it's not even about technical ability or signing world-class players. It's just stand people in possessions outside of possession. Stand them in positions, outside of possession, where we're not leaving gaping holes. They were overloading our left-hand side because Rashford doesn't get back because that's how he's told to play. And it was easy to double up on Delo. Surely for me, this is something we can address in training and make it work.
But this is the thing. It is. We all can sit here and see what the issues are for that first half and what the issues have been for Man United for the last 18 to almost going on 2 years. But it's not about us noticing it because we don't work with the players. It's about the coach, and this is the.
Well, that's a different question. That isn't can we fix it? That's will the manager fix it? There's a fundamental difference between those two questions. So will the manager? Because if he doesn't,
I was about to say sorry, just quickly. I'd even go even further and say I don't even think it's about not being coached, not being recognised. These guys are top coaches and professionals. Even Van Nistelrooy's highlighted it himself. I don't think it's a case of can they see it, can they change it. It's a case of them reverting back to type. If you've been doing something consistently over 18 months, 2 years, you've got to take time to get that out. Yes, you're going to need certain profiles to make it happen, but we already saw, and I can even go back to Ten Hag where you credit him in this exact game where Eriksen and Kobe Mainoo were too far apart, came straight off his bench screaming at Eriksen and Mainoo to be closer together. So it's not a case of is he coaching him? It's not a case of are they willing to do it? It is a case of they're in a level of rhythm, shall we say, that is reverting back to type. And so it's going to take time to undo those bad habits and then put the new ones in. I'm saying that from a sporting perspective. I know you'll get that as well, Terry. So from a sporting perspective, when you repeat something over the same time, it becomes your subconscious. I think genuinely these guys are trying to undo all of that and work hard with it. So
I just put Wissa in my FPL team as well. Go on, Wissa.
Yeah, nice. But here's the thing though, Denji. Like, I get it if it was players unlearning, like getting things out of their system, like from an old coach to a new coach. I get that. But when it's
it's got nothing to do with new coach, old coach.
It has everything to do with. But it has everything to do with.
I'll tell you why it doesn't. No, I'll tell you why it doesn't. I've had 5 coaches in my career. 3 of those coaches have had to change my technique pretty much twice within my career. It's the same guy, but with new information. A coach can have new information and provide that. I've had to unlearn things to then go and learn new things. That's taken me over 6-7 months to do.
Yeah, but you're the athlete, though. This is what I'm saying. You're the athlete.
No, but I'm saying from the coach's perspective.
But I'm saying, I think it's different for coaches. I think it's easier.
I'm telling you, it's not different. You can have.
Hang on, guys. Let KJ explain what he means, though, and then we'll go back. I just want to hear what he's got to say. Sorry.
I think it's easier for coaches because you're analyzing the tactics of the thing. You're analyzing basically maps. You're analyzing science. You're not analyzing your physical body naturally doing something. You're analyzing how your team plays. See, week in, week out. So what's that? You're analyzing your team playing week in, week out. And for me, it's easier to be like, actually, I've been doing this for how many months? Let me stop doing this and let me try something else. Now, trying to implement a new thing might be something, but you're telling me that you always revert back to type over and over and over again as a coach.
I didn't say you always revert back to type.
No, but you're saying Ten Hag's reverting back to type, and that's
no. I didn't say that either. That's what I'm saying. Critical listening skills. Like, listen to what I'm actually saying. I'm saying to you. No, I'm going to tell you what I'm saying. I'm trying to explain to you, bro. What I'm saying to you is, right? We saw Ten Hag in this game, or I saw Ten Hag in this game, and it was mentioned by the commentators as well, where he came off the bench screaming at Eriksen and Kobe Mainoo to come shorter. That tells you that the coach already identifying the holes within the gap. Otherwise, why is he getting off his seat to go and scream those instructions? Wait there, 2 seconds. So that is proof of he's identifying. What I'm saying to you is, because over the space of 2 seasons, they've been consistently doing the same thing over and over again, that has then become their subconscious. When you're in the heat of battle, you then revert to type. It's natural. As every athlete will tell you, it's natural. You do that. I'm saying to you, the coach can still have a different idea and have different ideas and then implement a new style. So it doesn't matter whether the coach changes or not. That same coach can then go, you know what, I have a difference of opinion. I want to try something else. Then that leads you to basically unlearning something to then learn something new.
So guys, let me just jump in because I've listened. But I actually think you're both kind of agreeing on large parts of what you're talking about here. There is a thing on players being coached new things, but it's also about the manager. No way.
Go on.
Oh, I thought Brentford were about to go 2-0 up. Sorry. It's one of those things where the coach might now be trying to change what he's implemented for the last 2 years. But this is also where the coach is then tested on how patient he is. When does he learn to drop people from making the same mistakes versus continuing to encourage them? I think it's a combination of the two things. I want to do a couple of super chats before I go to Staffy here. First one says, other rivals hating tell me I saw patterns. Listen, there were some good attacking patterns, and whether we want to call them patterns or not, I think the word's again becoming a little bit of a buzzword. There were some really good phases of play where there was good one-touch, two-touch football. And listen, in the last 2 years, whenever we do move it quickly, we look good. We just don't do it regular enough. Sport is 90% mentality. Confidence is fragile in the squad. David, you are spot on. Again, every single great athlete you ever read all their books. They barely mention their ability. The people that are focused on ability are all the people that were technically good at sport but got dropped or left out at an early age because they lack mentality, and they're still bitter and sore about it all these years later. That they don't understand that the coach. I got friends like it in the kickboxing and karate world, who on the mats in training, they were beating world champions. They get to a game, the little pressure came on, the audience was there. They get to a meet, or they get into a fight. The pressure was on, the crowd was there. Maybe the girlfriend was in the audience watching. The old April would go, and they would look awful. Mentality is key. 3 ballers. Ugarte, Mainoo, Delict, Licha was legit scary. Yeah, I thought all 3 played well. Mainoo started slowly but grew into the game. Ugarte looked brilliant when he came on. As me and Staffy said, he's our saviour. So happy with that, with what he did. That's a joke. Staffy didn't say that. I'm joking here. Xerxes showed what he can offer us today. We created more chances in general when he started in comparison to last year. It's a fair point. And what I will say, and I know that it was hard after the Liverpool game, but it's another match where last year we were averaging 23 to 24 attempts on goal per game. So far this season, I think if you even including the Liverpool game, I think we're only averaging 12. So there are elements of improvements that are there that should be called out.